So, lads, today we're going to be talking a little bit about Unrivaled, and we're going to be talking about the ratings for Unrivaled. Sorry, you guys see it. That was released yesterday. So, all in all, they were okay. Look, at the same time, what does it really make that much of a difference to the product how many people watch it, especially like on its first day? But there are some things that are kind of concerning. And if I was Unrivaled, I'd be happy with the first day viewership because I actually think it did pretty well on TV. Online, it didn't do too well. It actually got better as the days went on. But look, at least on TV, you got to see something. And if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We are trying to hit 41,200 subscribers as soon as possible. If you do that by the end of the day, that'd be insane. 41,000 was our goal by the end of the month. The fact we've hit that is crazy. So let's take a read of this. So it says here the two most watched women's basketball game ever on TNT platforms. TNT has never shown a WNBA game, and I don't think TNT's ever shown a big college game. So, yeah, but it's one of those, like, by default. It's the biggest game by default type situations, which, look, it's not a bad thing at all. It's not. But it's not, for me, like, that big of a deal. Like, it's really not that it's the biggest on TNT Sports. But 313,000 views, surprisingly, it went down for who some people call the face of the WNBA, and, you know, motion's not sold separately. You know, so a lot of people are calling the face of the NBA, you can only pull in, or WNBA, you can only pull in 311,000 viewers. That's not an ideal number there, but sure, look, it's not bad, but obviously there was more viewers in the game that injuries didn't play. But it says here the previous all-time high was South Carolina versus Michigan, I think. This year in April. So 4th to 11th, sorry, this year in November. I'm Irish, so 11th to the 4th is that. So it's 4 times the high, which is good. Like, it's 4 times higher than a college game. And it says here, across all Bleacher Report platforms, gained 31 million views, which is cool. Like, that is the big thing that I think Unrivaled is going to be one of those leagues that it does much better on social media than it does watching the games, because depending on the game, like, I thought the Mist versus Lunar Owls game was great. I thought the Rose Vinyl game was okay. But then, like, the Phantom are making a mockery of basketball. Like, there's going to be an entire video about that. But the Phantom are making a legit mockery of the sport of basketball. Like, they should have been embarrassed the fact they probably paid Satu and Breanna a bag to not try. But, like, the laces are looking good. I think the vinyl are looking okay. The Lunar Owls are looking good. I think the laces are just that much better because the Mist blew it against the Lunar Owls. But you can very much see that it is a case of the teams that can run up and down the fastest win. Like, there's no spot for bigs. I thought there was not going to be a spot for, like, kind of slow guards. And to be fair, against a good team, Chelsea Gray can't really be on the floor. This is literally just an athleticism battle. And in fairness, the Vinyl have a pretty athletic team, and the Lunar Owls have a pretty athletic team when Shakira Austin's not on the floor. And obviously the Laces are supremely athletic when obviously Steph Dolson's just riding the bench. So that's kind of to be expected. I actually don't think the product's been that bad. I do think, however, Monday night's games were some of the worst basketball I've ever watched. Like, if you watched Friday, I thought Friday was pretty decent. Saturday, one game was okay. Like, the Rose, in fairness, the Rose kind of slowed it down, but they're not that bad a team. Like, Angel's pretty good. Chelsea Gray, I mean, she can score. She's going to cook on the other end of the floor, but, like, Kat Copper is fun to watch. But watching the Laces, I've never seen so many missed layups. Like, Dijonay, like, legitimately forgot how to, it was like she forgot how to play the sport of basketball on Monday night. Like, never seen anything like it before. She genuinely was she was being guarded like she was Raven Johnson by her own teammate, possibly former teammate, Alyssa Thomas. But obviously, you can see here, there's no same way to spin these numbers look good. This is the combined star power of the sport. It's not bad. Like, look, it's more than what the WNBA got pre-Caitlin Clark. It is. Like, it's more viewers, especially because it's just on TNT. It's not the most accessible. Like, it was, like, the numbers are not bad. Like, 313,000 is not a bad number. It's not a great number. Big W for Unrivaled on Friday, no other way to say it. And it's funny where it's like, if you praise the league, people are gonna attack you, but it's like, it's actually done pretty okay. And whether or not, like, again, I'll say it, it's not greatest in terms of the TV. But as we've said, what Unrivaled has done on social media for its promotion is great. And like, it's good that the actual like Unrivaled website is getting better. You can now see minutes in box scores. They added minutes mid-game in one of them. But like, you can now see the minutes in box scores. You couldn't in here because it wasn't. Oh, actually, yeah. They re-added the minutes in post by the looks of things. So that's a good thing. That is a good thing, is that you can now see that. So the box scores are looking like box scores. And now we just need player profiles. Once we get player profiles per player, you know, they're in a pretty good shape with their website and everything. And look, I think there's a lot of good things that Unrivaled has done. And I think it's just a good league in general. Like, the players are getting paid a decent chunk. The investors are there. And if 300k ends up being the like set point, like if that ends up being how many people are watching every time, not just like a first day thing. If it starts to drop into the 100k, you can then be a bit worried. But if it stays at 300k and then suddenly for the 1v1 competition it boosts, and for the playoffs it boosts up again, and the finals gets probably not going to break 1 million, but if the finals breaks 500k, then like that's a positive. That is a net positive. It's much bigger than where the WNBA was, say, 3 years ago. So that is going to be a net positive for women's basketball. It's going to be a net positive for the WNBA, and it's just going to be a net positive for just all of women's basketball. So anyway, yeah, that's good. Like, obviously some people are going to be talking about how highest ever TNT ever showed a Caitlin Clark game. Obviously, geez, scrolling down to see how many people I'm blocked by. But watch the coach sit Lexi Hall. That's ridiculous. She's like, they sit like Lexi Hall sat because she's literally not a ball creator, and she's on the one team that doesn't like to run. Put Clark in the game, you'll see 1 million plus viewers. Yeah, but that's not the point. Like, numbers are steadily decreased. These numbers were due to initial interest. Watched 1 minute and got bored. Like, if the numbers are decreasing, it's going to be a worry. And it depends on where it decreases to. Like, if it decreases to about 250,000, not the worst thing in the world. But if it starts to decrease into the 100,000s, I don't know. But look, Unrivaled is funding for 3+ years. They've got big money, and I think TNT, because they're probably going to lose the NBA basketball. They want some form of basketball. So they're willing to pump money into this too. So you just never know where it goes. Unrivaled could be one of those things that's there for 2-3 years. It could be gone before we know it. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.